What's up?
Hey everyone!
Hey there, Derek! My name is Little Cletus.
I am majorly depressed. I'm broke as shit. I am tired as shit. But I'll still keep showing up every fucking day for you guys.
Oh yeah, some really fucked up news. In case you haven't heard by now, a DC commercial airliner crashed into a helicopter at the Reagan National Airport. I'm pretty sure everyone is dead. So this is not like there's no joke coming. There's no 9/11 jokes. Or Jew jokes. There's no Israel. It's all. We got to keep this kosher.
We are your only friends in the world. Why subject us to this hell?
Every poo-poo is pee-pee time. But not every pee-pee is poo-poo time. Huh? You ever think about that one, Mr. Batman? Huh?
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
We have breaking news as we come on the air this morning. A plane crash in South Korea has taken the lives of 179 people. That's all but 2 of the people on board as it made a runway crash landing.
If one more plane fall out the sky, I swear I'm gonna be on Greyhound for the rest of the year to my shows. Because this is getting scary. So, I don't know about this.
There has been another airplane collision, this time on the ground in Chicago.
With 6 plane crashes in the last 48 hours. It's not even 48 hours, but close to.
You a conspiracy theorist?
All right, we have some breaking news just into our newsroom. A small plane has crashed in northeast Philadelphia, and this is a live picture from the scene. It happened within the last hour near a shopping mall. The plane possibly hit several buildings and cars in the area. This is live video from the ground. We want to emphasize, don't be fooled by the fact that we're calling this a small plane crash, because the debris field is enormous. Let's first show you some video that is coming in right now. That's the fireball as the plane hit what we believe to be multiple buildings, and there are multiple casualties. They've been reported.
We are still following the aftermath of Friday night's devastating medical jet crash. The aircraft carrying 4 crew members, a pediatric patient, and her mother went down along Cotman Avenue and Roosevelt Boulevard just after 6 p.m. Chopper 6 captured the extent of the destruction with debris covering a 4 to 6 block area. 6 people on board the jet were killed, along with 1 person on the ground.
It's then government troop and then new weapons them, huh? Then you get 1 more dead body. Instead of aeroplane way full with grenade launchers. Something I go to then government, huh? Then government at least then go pay me, huh?
A deadly plane crash this morning in Azerbaijan. Airlines flight was headed over to Russia when it went down in Akatu. 67 people were on board. Officials still investigating, but say dozens of people are likely dead.
Now to the breaking news from California. A small plane crashing into a building near the airport in Fullerton. The images just coming in showing the smoke and first responders on the scene. One person was killed, at least 15 were injured. The investigation is now underway. ABC's Jacqueline Lee in California with the details just coming in.
Tonight, new video capturing the moment a small plane crashed into a furniture warehouse, triggering a massive fireball near the airport in Southern California.
Immediate landing required.
Dozens of responders racing to the scene just after 2 p.m. Tonight, that death toll now rising to at least 2, more than a dozen also injured. The single-engine aircraft smashing into this commercial building in Fullerton. Smoke seen from the nearby airport. Injuries ranging from minor to severe, police say. You can see the crater in the top of the roof, smoke billowing out. A line of firefighters using chainsaws to get inside. Evacuations now underway. On the ground, firefighters tending to multiple victims and gaining access to the building.
Breaking news we were telling about. We got some more information now from the top of the show. About 4 this afternoon, this Super Stallion chopper based at MCAS Miramar caught fire and the crew had to make an emergency landing. You're looking at Sky Ranger 7's live pictures where this is still burning there in Camp Pendleton. Fortunately, we can tell you that everyone got out safe. No injuries reported here.
That was, you just had a near-death experience. That's what it feels like when you feel like you're gonna die. It's incredible, isn't it? Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him 2 lips like roses and clover. Then tell him that his lonesome nights are over. Sandman.
Shadow steps closer.
Sweet dreams.
MK Ultra never ended. I hope we're gonna get that off our chest because that all UFO shit is directly with that, and I don't know which parts are the mind control shit and which parts are some kind of entity. So, and it's on purpose that you're not supposed to connect it. But they're very connected.
Buck the system and the group collective. Do that, and you'll earn your way to the next level.
Where are we? Who are we? Who are they? Do we need they? What is this menagerie of imagination?
I'll show you the dark side.
I want to show you something. Just because I put on something over my face like this doesn't mean that I've changed. I'm still Mr. Rogers, no matter what I wear. Do you ever get dressed up in somebody else's clothes for play? Well, even when you're dressed up in big people's clothes or little people's clothes, you're still yourself inside. You will always be you, no matter how different you look. And that's just fine with me.
What's up? Did you miss me? Probably not. I know, you're like, I thought you were going to take a break. Didn't you say you were going to take like a long break from being on camera? I did say that. Yes, I did. So I don't really know what I'm doing.
I think I'm actually gay.
I'm trans. I'm proud of being trans. People tell me to get help, yet I am seeking help through gender-affirming care.
I'm honestly trying to think if I'm a woman or just a femboy, and I'm also trying to think if I should start estrogen and would that help with my male pattern baldness.
You see, I've never really been a stick to the script kind of guy. I've always been more with a go with the flow. Make it up as you go, kind of.
Because do you not get it? I should just be able to just not say a damn word and you just get it. Like, why do I have to explain myself every time to you? Do you see what I mean? Like, why? It's very annoying. Like, you're just so dumb that you don't get it. And like, I have to explain the vibe to you. Like, why? This is why I don't get it. Like, you're starting to infuriate the fuck out of me that I'm having to explain shit like that. Like, I'm actually serious. Like, do you not get it? Like, you get it. Like, some people get it, but like the fucking rats at the door of the class, scratching on the door of the class, they don't get it. And they piss me off so much. Like, I'm honestly shaking. Like, I need a cigarette.
Anyways, the point being, I have no idea. I got heartburn. Oof. I have no idea. I think I also have worms. You know, like when your butthole like tickles? Apparently that means you have worms in your... I'm tickled. Right now it tickles, so I probably got worms. So yeah, besides the fact that I should probably be calling my doctor, let's just put the worms on the back burner for now and just try to forget that I ever said that. I could have been lying, but I'm probably telling you the truth. I was just kidding. It was just a joke. I don't have worms. They're called parasites.
Free abortions.
Yes, queen.
Free gender-affirming care for migrants.
Yes, queen.
Child tax credits for dogs.
Yes, queen.
Ban standardized testing.
Yes, queen.
Different tax rate for white men.
Yes, queen.
She's a yes queener.
My name is she, her. Sometimes it's they, them. Please don't call me he. Please don't call me him. Just cause my voice is deep doesn't mean nothing.
You want to know some crazy shit though? It has been 20 years since Batman Begins was released in theaters. 20 years.
Oh, really?
Look. The point stands, I'm not very good at being a host.
What we need to do now is get focused and stop pointing fingers. You're a problem.
Which is why I've spent more time dedicated in the editing ring. You see, this is a one-man show. As much as, like, you guys, some of you just don't want to believe it, this is literally a one-man... It's just... Look, it's just me.
Oh, really? You don't have the technology or the steady hands to pull off a procedure like that, so ha!
It's lit. This whole thing, since its conception to right now, has only and has ever been and will ever be just me. Every single little detail, every edit, every little...
What is this?
...thing is a choice that I made personally.
Some people say he's a genius.
Ain't none of y'all niggas with me. I'm by my fucking self.
So yeah, a lot goes into it. A lot of my time goes into this, especially because I do it, basically for free. I do stay motivated by the generosity of total strangers who donate to this channel. Now, I'm not trying to confuse my subscribers with the content that this channel produces. You know, sometimes it's, well, you never really know what you're going to get.
You know, Kelly, I think you'd be a strong candidate for the supervisor's job that's coming open.
Awesome, I'd love that job.
Well, why don't we talk about it over dinner tomorrow night? You don't have a boyfriend, do you?
Well...
Well, I'll call you at home tonight. and we'll set it up. I know a great Mexican place we could go to. We'll talk about it then.
If that makes sense. I found a way to express myself through the media.
Can't stop addicted to the shindig.
Because I'm not really good at forming words and opinions, and, well, I'm not going to sell myself short. Sometimes I'll jerk off with my left hand. Just because.
Okay, is it just me?
I wish.
It gets bigger when I pull on it.
You know, my core audience gets it. The people that have been there from the beginning.
You talking to me?
I mean, I just talk in circles, and I don't know if I enjoy talking as much as I used to on camera. That's just so for the people that are like, oh, why do you just pop in whenever you feel like it? It's because I just pop in whenever I feel like it.
Freeze! Freeze! Is that legal? Shh! Shut the fuck up, dude! I'm on a power trip, and you're fucking with me right now. Shut up! Shut your mouth! I'm power tripping. I'm doing my thing. This is what I was born to do. I was born to do this.
I used to actually get up and address the news every video. Now, some of you are like, Darth, why do you have to explain yourself? You don't have to explain yourself. Don't even fuck them. Just do your thing.
Some people say he's all about style over substance. Some people say he's glamorized violence. Some people say he's a genius.
And I agree, but I also feel like sometimes, you know, simple explanations to little things here and there never hurt anybody. So
let's do this.
A simple explanation for why I've chosen to step back is because I
think I'm actually gay.
So what's going on? Is this some contagious mass hysteria?
I feel like I'm more productive and I'm able to more acutely deliver the message that I'm trying to tell.
Do you understand this situation, Albert?
When I talk, again, I just talk myself into circles and everyone just gets mad at me, and yeah, I just feel like I want to kill myself.
I think I'm actually gay.
Hey everyone!
Hey there, dear!
So this video is just kind of like a bonus video, you know, just extra content. Don't take it too seriously. This is more of like a video where I'm opening up a line of dialogue to get a read on my audience, because I've clearly pivoted since the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trials that catapulted this channel into what it is. But if you would prefer me to be on camera, and if you want to hear my opinions, I'm more than happy to give you my opinions. But see, the thing is about my opinions, I can't.
Listen, I really feel like you're an asshole who has nothing interesting to say. So what? Ow! No, don't look it up. Come here. Turn it. Right here. Tell me an opinion that you have about something. Just one opinion that you have about anything at all. Just share an opinion. Anything. Share an opinion. Share an opinion. Share an opinion. Share an opinion. Right now. Just on the top of your head. Share an opinion. Anything. Just one opinion. That's all I'm asking. Share one opinion right now. Share.
I don't have an opinion, and that's why I just like everything that everyone else likes in pop culture.
When I start talking about my feelings and my opinions about things, and if I get a little too honest, too quick with some potentially new viewers, I could easily rub them the wrong way. Because here's the thing. I don't gain subscribers. That's just a fact. My channel does not, it's stagnant. I've had literally the same amount of subscribers for the last year and a half.
How do you feel about being called crazy? Where do you believe that narrative came from?
From me doing crazy shit?
Nobody new is discovering my channel. Not in the way that I'd like them to, or that I feel like, not to sound like a narcissistic piece of shit, but I put a lot of time into this channel, and I feel like the shadow ban is it's been cock blocking me for a very long time. I mean, the demonetization is one thing. You want to demonetize my channel? Fine. take away my revenue. But to shadow ban me, I mean, come on.
We know the air is unfit to breathe and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest, I don't want you to riot, I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being, God damn it! My life has value!
So it does kind of get to me. You know, YouTube gets under my skin when I put so much effort into producing what I consider good content. It's my opinion, it's my channel, so it's what I consider good. You know, you don't have to agree with it, you know, but I try to make something special with it. And it can be a little disheartening when I post a new video that I spent a lot of time on and I'll lose 15 subscribers, which happened recently. So when I'm not gaining any subscribers, I don't want to push the boundaries just to lose them all. I don't want to I don't want to completely kamikaze my channel. Like I'm not trying to, you know, scare everybody off.
How did I do? I think I did pretty well.
Yeah, she said you were cool, basically.
Basically? Was I some percentage not cool?
No, she said you were cool, but, you know.
No, I don't know.
Sort of how you are. It's fine, relax.
What do you mean? How am I? What does that mean?
You just tell me why you won't go out with me and I'll let you in. Yeah. Just tell me what's so bad about me and I'll let you right in. What's wrong? Is a movie theater usher just not quite good enough for you?
I guess for the people who are here on that weekly basis, let me know your thoughts. Do you enjoy the more serious kind of New World Order videos? Do you want me to just shut the fuck up and just keep making masterpieces? You know what? Why am I even... I already answered my own question. Okay, so for the record, let me just go ahead and backtrack everything I just said. I take it all back. I don't care what you think. I do, but not that much. Not enough to like affect the way I do things around here. I thought I was being honest before, but now I'm being brutally honest. I don't give a fuck about your opinions. So if you enjoy my content, then hop on the Darth train. But if you don't want to see me do my thing, then go ahead and just hop off. You can hop off the train at any time. You see, there was a time when my content got, you know, mediocre views, okay views, passable amount of views. Now they just get nothing, but there was a time when I got... But anyway, during that time, I used to hop on to whatever video took off. So if a video took off, I would try to duplicate whatever I did in that video for the next video. I'd try to replicate the formula that led to success for that video. And as I did that, I saw success, but I saw myself drifting further and further away from what I wanted to do, what I cared about. So I decided I don't want to do that anymore. And I decided I'm just going to do my own thing. And this is a whole lot of, I'm sucking in this a whole lot.
I'm trans.
I don't want to be a slave to the algorithm. I'm not trying to feed that algorithm. I'm trying to feed my mind, my brain, my soul. I'm not trying to feed the algorithm. Fuck that. And honestly, once I pivoted towards the New World Order style content, I found a lot more enjoyment in the time it takes to make these videos. I found more.
I don't see how it could be any less cryptic than that.
I found my voice. You know, even if I'm talking less, I feel like I found my voice through my content.
I want people to wake the fuck up, man.
And if you don't like that,
you're a real problem.
If you don't watch the news, you don't give a shit about the news, you don't care about this country,
or the style of my, then you can just, you know, fuck off.
我不在乎.
All right, so now we're moving on to the actual part of the video. So Christopher Walken, in case you haven't heard, doesn't use technology, like at all. He says he doesn't use technology. I don't know if that's a little cap. He's probably capping a little bit. Sounds a little bit like bullshit. I mean, do you have running water? Do you have a...
Huh?
But, you know, all nuances aside, Christopher Walken says that he does not use technology and that he doesn't even have a phone.
It's 3:30. Why aren't you at work?
Because I didn't feel like it.
But someone very close to him has a phone. His assistant, his manager, someone. I don't believe it. He has to have a phone. There's no way. He's too big. There's no way. Unless someone is with him 24/7, there's no way. I'm calling cap. This story is debunked. In case you haven't heard by now, a DC commercial airliner crashed into a helicopter at the Reagan National Airport. Look, I'm sorry, this just feels like one big distraction. All of it. The fucking plane crash, the drones, the fires, the whole thing, the election. It's all just one big distraction. And I'm sick and tired of distractions, but the thing about living in a world full of endless distractions is that you know it when you see it, when you hear it, when you feel it. You can just tell that these are distractions. Like the drones. Like all of a sudden these are sanctioned drones that are authorized by the government or whatever. They're just drones. No. The footage that I saw are not drones. Many of them are drones, but many of these videos are 100% not private or government drones. These are next level. This is beyond human abilities. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's okay. Just forget about it. Everything's over. The drones, they went back to their charging ports, you know. Don't worry about those drones. We got fires in LA, and we got a plane crash. So don't worry about anything else. It just feels like every week there's just a new distraction, a new news story, national news story that forces our attention away from whatever we're doing or wherever we should be focusing, and it directs it to this, to whatever they want us to focus on. Society is just a bunch of moths attracted to the light. Wherever the light is being pointed, society goes. Our focus, our attention goes. It's just a PSYOP. The whole fucking thing's a PSYOP. The people that think this channel's a PSYOP, God, okay. You're right. I mean, you want to talk about psychological warfare. We're living through it every single day. Society said, you know what? We're going to let the government control what we want, what we think, what we like, what we do, what we buy, where we go, who we date, what porn you watch. That was a trick question. That was a joke. Don't watch porn, obviously. Seriously. Stop that. Stop it right now. It's not good for you. It's not good for your soul. Trust me. Go get some pussy. Or vice versa, you know. Look, I don't really want to talk anymore. So, whatever this was, it is now over.
Then I realized what it is. There's a man in back of this place. He's the one who's doing it. I can see him through the wall.
So go, leave, goodbye. Why do I have to wait for you to leave?
This is what we know so far. Sheriff's deputies, we understand, were trying to serve some type of arrest warrant on a man by the name of William Cooper. He's also known as Bill Cooper. He reportedly has been known to be hostile towards law enforcement, so sheriff's deputies apparently disguised themselves as a bunch of rowdy teenagers in the back of a pickup truck in hopes of luring Cooper out, and it apparently worked. However, when Cooper realized what was happening, he reportedly pulled a gun and shot a 40-year-old deputy in the head. During the gunfight, Cooper himself was shot and he was killed. Now, this is what we know about Bill Cooper. Officials say he belongs to some kind of militia movement.
My father's an Air Force colonel. He's retired now. He was a command pilot. And I traveled all over the world, lived on military bases for most of my life. I was really an indoctrinated individual, you might say. I was as establishment as you could get, as gung-ho, pro-government, pro-America, pro-military. And that's why I went into the military, because that had been so much of my life. I went into the Air Force. I was in the Strategic Air Command for 4 years as an aircraft and missile hydraulic technician.
Bill left the Air Force in 1965 to join the United States Navy. Cooper was a member of the Office of Naval Security and Intelligence, serving as a harbor and river patrol boat captain at Da Nang and the Dong Ha River Security Group, Qua Viet, Republic of Vietnam. William Cooper was awarded several medals for his leadership and heroism during combat, including 2 with V for valor. He served on the intelligence briefing team for the Commander-in-Chief of the Pacific Fleet.
Bill was actually the first one to go to Area 51 and start filming some of these UFOs or alien spacecraft, whatever they may have been. Bill always maintained that it was a military base, which it is. We all know that now. In the early days, the U.S. military refused to even acknowledge it existed until Bill Cooper got a satellite photograph from the Russians, which proved it existed. We could see the landing strips, all this kind of stuff, and clearly there was some sort of infrastructure there. There were buildings and something was happening.
He realized his research at the time was heavily with Lars Hansen and many of them in the UFO realm. And he realized that most of them, and a lot of them upon admittal, and I have the documents, admitted to working for, either in the past or still being on CIA payroll. And he exposed him heavily.
In all the history of the world, folks, if we were really being visited by extraterrestrial life, don't you think we would have found one by now? Don't you think so? And how come the government always gets there first? It's podunk time. It's in the middle of nowhere. There's a farmer milking his cow, a flying saucer crashes, and the government gets there before he could get from his cow to the crash site. It's ridiculous, and I shudder to think that in the beginning, when I first came public, I may have been misleading somebody along those lines that this whole thing is being brought about by extraterrestrials. I think some of us were really used in the service of our country, and I'm very angry about that.
He then realized that the scope of it was not going to be handled by just searching the paranormal. We had to get more into our worldly realm, right here, right now, the politics, the economics. And that's when he shifted more towards government-type studies.
In the history of the world, there had never been a people who were truly free or who truly ruled themselves until the United States of America was created as a republic by which we ruled ourselves through elected representatives whom we sent to the State House, either in the States or to Congress, to do it. They also gave us every tool by which we would destroy ourselves if we weren't capable of doing it. The United States and France, the revolution in this country and the revolution in France, were created to bring about governments which would function as the antithesis to the kings and queens of the world and cause them to topple off their thrones. It also gave man a chance to prove once and for all whether he could rule himself or not. And if he could, fine. That would be the New World Order. If he couldn't, they built the tools into the Constitution to allow them to take it away from us. And those tools are the creation of the federal democracy within the boundaries of Washington, D.C., and the right to contract, through which, if we were irresponsible, we would contract to receive rights from that federal democracy and thus in return give up our freedom. And that's exactly what's happening. And I get people who still come to me all the time and say, Bill, you're all wrong, it's the Jews. The Jews are subverting the world. Man, it's not the Jews, it's not the Catholics, it's not the blacks. It's these men who belong to the ancient mystery schools, who meet in secret and decide the fate of the world. And they belong to all different races and all different nationalities and all different religions to the public point of view. But in secret, it's a different story.